right, ladies and gentlemen, really quick, I just want to tell you about one of our fantastic sponsors, and that is Soldier Girl Coffee Company. So if you are watching the video, you can definitely check out the screen share here. I am on our website, and you can go to affiliates, or this will be changing to sponsors soon, and click on Soldier Girl Coffee. As it says on the website, Soldier Girl Coffee is a veteran-owned company. They definitely provide the absolute best coffee I've ever had. It definitely has the pick-me-up that I need in the morning. If we check out her website, of course, down in the right-hand corner, you can definitely chat with her. You can get exclusive discounts she offers to our listeners just by putting your email address in the box on the website. As you can see right here, she has French vanilla cream, 100% Colombian, snickerdoodle Hawaiian hazelnut, and she offers regular as well as CBD-infused coffee. So be sure to go and check out her website. Of course, you can get there by going to our website at businessandbrewshow.com/soldier-girl-coffee, or you can just click the link in the show notes and it'll take you right here. You click on view products and it takes you over to shop around. She even has a little bit of merch. I know when I ordered my bag of Colombian roast, I really enjoy Colombian roast, and she has the best Colombian roast that I have ever had. And of course is a veteran-owned business, but I got a sticker as well as a thank you note. So I really enjoyed that. So now I have my very own Soldier Girl coffee mug that I can drink my Soldier Girl coffee out of. So once again, right now, exclusive discounts just for our listeners. Everybody drinks coffee, whether you're a veteran or a business owner. You're going to need it. You're going to need it for your staff. You're going to need it for your break room. You're going to need it for your house. So go ahead right now, click the link in the description, in the show notes, right here, right now, and go get some Soldier Girl coffee today. Ladies and gentlemen, I am super excited and absolutely have to tell you about a phenomenal way to build your website and keep it up to date. My name is Ryan Smeltz, host of the Business and Brews Show and co-host of Veteran Talk Show. And if you are watching this, I want you to pay close attention to my screen share. This is the website of the Business and Brews Show. And the way I am talking about keeping your website, building it, getting it up to date, and having it managed is by Online Rob. So Rob is absolutely phenomenal. And what I absolutely love about this is he was able to customize the website exactly how I asked him. So as you can see, the homepage has a ton of different pictures from different episodes. Of course, here on the episodes page, you're able to listen on your favorite platform, whether it's iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Radio Public, iHeartRadio, or Castbox. You can connect with us, of course, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Listen to the 5 most recent episodes right here on the website. And of course, you can find our sponsors such as Soldier Girl Coffee and, of course, Online Rob. So the best thing about this is, as you can see on my screen, if you're watching, Online Rob is a veteran-owned small business. He will design, build, and manage the entire website for you. That comes with free unlimited updates, a domain name, your business email, and a logo if you need it. All included for our listeners is only $2.99 per year. As it says right on the screen, there are absolutely no contracts and no hidden fees. I handed this to him. He had it back within a very short amount of time. And anytime I need an update or have a question, he is there to help out. So I strongly encourage you, once again, for our listeners, you can go to businessandbrewshow.com/online-rob, or you can click on the link in the show notes. If you are not watching the video version, the link is definitely in the show notes. Be sure to check out our website. I'm super happy with his work. I'm really excited that I no longer have to figure out where to get an SSL, how to install it. I don't have to install the pixel for my Facebook ads. I don't have to manage any of the analytical tools such as Google Analytics, and I don't have to figure out how to connect the domain or set up a business email. He handles all of that for me for the low price of $2.99 per year. So once again, for our listeners, Online Rob offering this exclusive deal. Be sure to go check it out. Make sure when you fill out the form, you put that you heard about him from us in the How Did You Hear About Us box. Business and Brews Show or Veteran Talk Show. Of course, you can always use my name, Ryan Smeltz. And no longer, as a business owner, will you have to build and manage your own website. Have Online Rob do it for you. Take advantage of this exclusive deal, only $2.99 per year. Best of all, he can handle everything from, of course, a podcast to an e-commerce site. No matter what kind of business you run, Online Rob can handle it for you. So go right now, click on the link, fill out the form, take advantage of this exclusive offer, and be sure to put the show name in his How Did You Hear About Us box. Now, let's get back to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Morning Brews. This is the short segment that is respectful of your time and gives you the kick in the ass you need to get your day started. So sit down, Get your cup of coffee, get ready. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thursday's edition of Morning Brews. And today I am going to be talking to you about delegating. I have 3 bullet points as always. Number 1, you don't have to do everything. Number 2, train to lead. And I have an interesting story or anecdote about that. Number 3, provide support. And then as always, all the links are in the show notes. So be sure to check those out. So I want to spend today talking about not really what delegation is, but more along the lines of why you should do it. Because many people who are in business feel like they need to be the ones to do things. They feel like they need to have the control, or they develop the process. So it's very similar to their baby, and they want to make sure that everything runs smoothly. As understandable as those things are, I think it's extremely important to understand scale and the opportunity you provide yourself when you are able to take things off your plate. Okay. So, for example, we've talked before about Robert Kiyosaki's book, The Cash Flow Quadrant. I'm going to make sure to put a link to that in the show notes as well. In case you haven't read it, I strongly encourage you to read it because he talks about the difference between self-employed and business owner. And even if you are someone who has no desire to build and scale a business to be a monster, so to speak, you still need to take into consideration what happens if you are not able to go to work. For those who are self-employed, it stops. If you have to be the one at work doing the work in order to get paid, then if you're not able to go to work because you're sick, an emergency came up, or you decided to take a vacation, then no money is coming in. So I believe delegation is where all this starts. It allows someone to scale even if they have no intention of running an extremely large business. You can still be a small business and automate processes through delegation in order to set yourself up for success. So when things do come up, you can take a second, step away, and your business still continues to run. So that's kind of the premise of number 1. You don't have to do everything. I know a lot of people feel like they do need to be involved, and we talked about that just a second ago. I do understand as well, it can take a lot for people to let go. I am more the type of person who is kind of in a hurry to pass things off. As soon as I develop a process, as soon as I come up with a new system, I want to teach someone else how to do it. And once in a while, I'll find myself moving a little bit too quick. Maybe they don't understand it as well as I thought. Sometimes I do move a little bit too slow, in a sense that I have trained someone and they don't understand, or I'm sorry, they pick up on the process or system quicker than I thought they would. So how quickly you move is pretty irrelevant. I think it's more important that you understand, once you develop a system or process, being able to teach that to someone else is not only going to reinforce it with yourself, it's also going to take it off your plate so they can handle that, and you can kind of move up the ladder to a position where now you're just developing systems and processes to put in place to speed things up, create better efficiency, move the machine along, and then able to teach other people how to do those things so you don't have to do them yourself. So that's number 1. You don't have to do everything. Number 2, I said train to lead. The interesting thing about that is it was actually the shout out for the NCO school when I was in the Army. So anyone looking to get promoted had to go through PLDC or ALC. PLDC or WLC when I was in the Army, and the shout out for PLDC, WLC was train to lead. So that's just my little anecdote right there. The idea behind this is not that you train other people so that is basically you leading them. The idea behind train to lead is that you train to lead other people. Okay, so I am constantly reading, whether it's articles or books. I'm constantly taking in content. A lot of what I focus on, especially right now, is our app development. So I'm constantly training and learning and educating myself on how to build and manage that app. So that I can not only pass the knowledge along, but also show the people how to use it once the app is developed. So the train aspect of that is more of a self-development so that I can lead the people in my organization. So I want you to keep that in mind, because you can't take a process or a system and delegate it to other people if you don't know how to do it yourself. And that's where the train to lead aspect comes into play. Because when you learn whatever the thing is and you become a master at it, then it's a lot easier for you to pass it on to other people. So once again, keep that in mind. Make sure you're always contributing to your own self-development so that you can help other people do the exact same thing. And last, but definitely not least, is provide support. So I think this is really important, because I am getting closer and closer to a position where I will not always be around my team. Right now, it is pretty close to 4 or 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. I am, boots on ground, helping them out, contributing to the daily workflow, making sure shipments come in and go out. As we move closer to a place where maybe I show up to do an inspection once or twice a week to verify shipments, make sure that things are running smoothly. They're going to have to be able to operate on their own, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be out of the picture. There's times where maybe the internet doesn't work well, and as most of you know, we use a time clock that is connected to the internet, so maybe they can't clock in and out. I don't want someone to get shorted on their paycheck because they weren't able to clock in at the time they showed up. And maybe some people show up with shipments that were not effectively communicated to us before they arrived. And so they have to call and confirm, or they say, hey, driver is here with such and such. Are we receiving this, or should we take it in just to check or verify that everything is going as it's supposed to? So what I mean by provide support is making sure you have your phone turned on with the ringer up. If they call, you answer, and maybe just check in on occasion. Hey, how are things going? So the example I just used and kind of drew out there is me not being right next to them. However, you don't have to be away from your team in order to provide support to them. So I'm constantly, when I go to the back, maybe to grab a bottle of water, I'll stop by each station and check on them. Hey, how are you doing? Are you making it? What do you need from me? What can I do to help? Type check-ins, just real quick, short, to the point. Hey, how's it going? Okay, good. Do you need anything? No. All right. Move on. And I'm probably 10 feet from the first station. So if he needed anything throughout the day, then I'm right there and he would be able to reach out and ask for help. So even when I'm right next to them, whether I'm in the warehouse or I'm working remotely, I still make sure to provide that support, be available. So if they do need anything, I'm there to help out. So that's today's topic. Delegate. Make sure you pass things along. You don't have to do everything. Train to lead. If you don't develop yourself, you cannot develop other people, and provide support. Be available no matter what, especially when it comes to your team. I hope this helps you out. I hope you find something useful in each one of these episodes, and get ready because Christmas is coming. I appreciate it. My name is Ryan Smeltz, and I will see you on the next episode of Morning Brews. Thank you so much for listening or watching Morning Brews. This, of course, has been the kick in the ass you need to get your day started. My name is Ryan Smeltz. I appreciate you tuning in and listening to this. If you've gotten any value from this or any segment on business and brews, be sure to leave us a 5-star review. Tell your friends. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe and tell them to leave us a 5-star review. Thank you, and shout out to our sponsors, Soldier Girl Coffee and Online Rob. And I will see you on the next